Warning, 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 warning. This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, hold on, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You're listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 86, excuse me. This is... right now, let's hit those phone calls. And I got some interesting news. We finally got the last two heading to the bowl. Big one.
We're talking about the NFL.
NFL.
Okay, so
by now.
The NFC Championship I watched. The Eagles had a commanding victory over the Niners, which I was happy about. I kind of thought that would happen, but I was glad it did. I watched most of the AFC Championship game of Kansas City and the Bengals, but I didn't see the end of it. So
I got the end of it.
Okay, why don't you just let us all know what happened with that one?
That game.
It was crazy.
It went up the walls.
Okay.
It's like a touch and go kind of game. I don't know what it is, but the AFC makes you sit there and wait for the last minute.
Yeah.
NFC doesn't have that problem, but the AFC does. For some reason, it come down to a field goal.
Really? It came down
23 to 20 was the final.
Really?
Yeah.
Field goal winning it like at the very end there?
In the last game, yeah.
Really?
That's what happened. But what happened was these penalties with these
there were a lot.
With these stripers, with the zebras, they finally had a pair of glasses on that can actually see. Oh. I was shocked when I saw that.
You're talking about the official.
The official, right.
So what team kicked the field goal? Who won?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs won. Okay.
The Chiefs.
I was hoping the Bengals would have won.
Yeah. It was
that close though.
That close. Mm-hmm. But what happened? What caused them to get it was a bad penalty.
That's how they got to the situation where
got it closer to hit it.
They were calling a lot of penalties in favor of Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I know that much.
Yeah. And it got closer to the guy can hit the field goal. And that's how it won.
Okay, well, that did it then. All right, so that's it. So that's it. All right, the Super Bowl, obviously, is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs.
And another thing, there's two brothers in it.
Oh, on the opposite teams?
Opposite team in this one.
I'm trying to think who that is. Who are we talking about? Well, who are the brothers? I'm not sure if I know.
Oh, you don't.
Who are they? What brothers?
Number 87 for the Chiefs. Kelce. And what was his
brother
name?
Played.
With the Philly. In the Philly.
I forgot that there was another Kelce.
There was another Kelce, and he's with the Phillies.
Oh, interesting.
But what his name was, but
Kelce probably.
Kelce. They're saying a Kelce contest now.
Okay, interesting.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Calling these things names of the bowls. I mean, that's...
They have to come up with a clever little name somehow.
Yeah, they
can't help themselves. You got to call it something.
You have to make
silly.
it something that makes it interesting.
The Kelce Bowl. That's
what
we're going to call it.
It's the Kelce boys, they're saying.
Why not? We had to call it something that's sad.
So, but I think the Phillies are going to take it all.
I believe
so, that's what I said in the beginning. Before it even started,
I agree.
I said it was going to be the Phillies before anybody thought of any of them.
Before anybody.
And I said that the Phillies are going to take them.
Okay, then. Well, there you have it.
That's what my prediction is. Now, on my callers, ring them phones there, Chuck, and let's see if we have any other.
Yeah, call in. Call in the show at 319-527-5016, or you can use Skype type Chuck a message on Skype, and he'll bring you on. That's Charles.Ocelli on Skype, or call 319-527-5016. We want to hear what you have to say about this whole NFL situation, or anything else for that matter.
Anything else. Well,
as a caller, we always love calls.
Yeah.
So, interesting. Yeah, that's too bad about the Bengals, but
well, they were there last year.
They were,
and what they were trying to do, they were trying to repeat, to get into it again.
Oh, of course.
So you know how they are trying to double up, trying to get in it, but they are gonna be in the future, gonna be better.
They're going to be even better.
Even better.
They have been.
Okay. And they'll take care of Kansas City the next maybe year.
Yeah, we'll see. They've been good, yeah. So they getting better would be impressive. It's possible. You never know what's going to happen. One season to the next, it's always different. So we'll see what happens next year. But this year, I agree with you. I think the Eagles are going to win. I want them to win, and
they're going to
probably will. So
I have that feeling they are going to win.
I think so.
If you have the faith to it, that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my sister, Oh, that was the other thing. Your little guy come to me and said, she's picking a Kansas City Chiefs. To me, and she heard him and said, I'm an AFC fan. AFC fan.
She's an AFC
fan? AMC fan.
Oh, AMC Theaters.
No.
AFC
fan.
She doesn't like the NFC?
No.
Okay, well.
He comes out and said, she just said that. He just said that to me in my ear.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll just see. It's coming up. We got a couple weeks.
And this is my truth game because I told you I'm sticking with the Rams, and that's my team, and it's in this division. That's my final answer on this.
Yep.
I mean,
that's your final answer.
People they say I'm going back and forth, but now
with it.
I'm staying with this.
Yeah. Yeah, they were terrible this year. But
no, they were terrible, yes.
But not next year.
But
we'll see.
See what happens.
We shall see what happens. We will. Hopefully the Rams are better. Wasn't their year. Oh, well. But it was exciting nonetheless, and here it came and went, as it tends to do. The season comes, and then it goes. Another year here, another year gone. That's how time works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But, it's been good, and it'll be fun to watch the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs are one of those teams that's just the perennial good team it just has been.
Though tonight they didn't seem to play very good.
Well,
of course you had what's his name's injured with the high knee sprain, but still.
They weren't dominant like Philadelphia has been
in the
past.
Years,
that's for sure.
In the past, they were dominant. Now, I've watched them play, and it don't seem to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, Niners had a bunch of problems, so you can use that as an excuse.
The Niners, they have quarterback problems. And they got this guy from the draft this past year, the last call on the draft board for a quarterback. And he had a good lesson today. He had a very good lesson against that defense of the Eagles.
Boom,
elbow, smash, boom. Coming in, going out, coming in, going out. They didn't know who they were going to use for a quarterback.
So the lesson was about getting hurt.
Well, yeah, in a way. He got hurt, but he kept playing.
Yeah, they put him in, but then he couldn't throw it. And it's why are you even bothering? You're just putting him in to hand it off to whoever you have as your running back.
The running back, right.
And then, of course, the Eagles were ready for it every single time. He's like, well, they're going to run it again, so it's not like they had to do too much.
This thing, they're all sitting in the huddle, and they said, we know the plan. Oh, it's going to run. It's going to run. And it's exactly what it was.
I'm kind of surprised that they went that way and they didn't kind of that they didn't come up with a different game plan that was a little more unorthodox, because it's like, they're in such a terrible situation. Why didn't Shanahan decide, like, let's put McCaffrey in as a quarterback?
Well,
and get a little wacky. Why don't we just do that?
He did that one play.
Yeah, but that was just one play.
Yeah, one play, but too late.
Yeah, and it didn't
That's what it was.
I mean, yeah, it's not like he did that consistently, and then, I don't know. I mean, it was over for them.
Yeah, it was over at that point.
But whatever. So that was the NFC game, which, yeah, I'm happy to see the Eagles win. Happy to see the Eagles go. I'm happy to see the Niners lose.
Yeah.
The Niners were a real good team. They were. And they could have won.
Decent defense.
Well, I think, although, that being said, as good as they were, I think they still would have lost, even if Purdy were healthy. And perhaps if they even still had Lance or whatever, they still, I think, would have lost to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, because the Eagles...
They were on a roll.
They're good.
But, I think I think that very rare that this happened. Both teams were top seeds. In this Super Bowl, they're top seeds.
Oh, you're talking about the Eagles and Kansas City were projected to make it this far?
Top seeds. They were top seeds.
And
that's very weird that happens.
They were able to pull it out all the way, both of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have any slip-ups, either of them. So, well, I guess sometimes it works out that way. But, yeah, as you're saying, you never know what's going to happen. That's the whole reason you actually watch. It's like you can... And all the analysis and the guys like talking about the game, like, oh, this is what's like the pre-game analysis, and all like the derivative shows of the NFL. You can do those all you want, but when it comes down to it, you don't really know ever what's going to happen. And if you did, there'd be no point in watching. So everybody wants the surprises, because that's what makes it entertaining. Yeah, and that's why you watch. And so there you go. So it was exciting, and it was good, and I think everybody enjoyed themselves, and we got the 2 weeks to go, and the Super Bowl will be here, and then that's when the real parties happens. That's when the national holiday occurs, right?
Yeah.
Is that a national holiday, Uncle? Super Bowl Sunday? Is it?
For some workers, it might be, because they usually always take it off.
Yeah, people just end up taking it off.
But the Monday after, because when I was working in Jacksonville, Super Bowl Sunday came. I went to work, and half the people were hardly there because of that.
On the Monday.
On the Monday, after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's usually how they work it, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that Monday isn't a holiday, but it would make sense if it were. I mean, given people's reactions, it would make sense as one, just because it's so big and everybody ends up being like that. Somebody's going to call off that Monday, so why not just make it the holiday? But whatever, it's unofficial, and it's fun, and it's biggest TV event of the year always. I mean, it never ceases to be that. So, and we've got the big halftime show with Rihanna this year. People getting excited about that. All sorts of exciting things going on. Look out. But yeah, if you want to call, we don't have any calls yet. So if you want to call, please do. 319-527-5016 or Skype, Charles.Ocelli. Again, send him a message on Skype, Charles.Ocelli, or call 319-527-5016. Looks like a lot of people are on the Ocelli.com website, but no calls tonight. It's funny. We get tons of calls sometimes, and then not so many other times. But
this might be a dry night. Who knows?
Well, hard to say. But Uncle, you've been on the mic a little longer than usual because you were a de facto guest on the Age of Transitions in the previous hour.
Yeah, I didn't expect to come because I thought you'd be talking government.
Yeah.
And you out.
Well, you were there, so I'm like, why don't you just say something? I mean, if you're already here, why not just go for it? It worked out pretty good.
So I'm gonna step away from the computer for a minute, but just to let you know, Uncle, because I know you always love these updates. We got listeners in Germany and Canada and Spain and the UK tonight. So those are all the foreign countries. I know you always love to hear about that.
Yeah.
And let's see what else we got here. We got a lot of the usual suspects. We got New Jersey there. We got a couple in California, Houston, Texas. Let's see. Springfield. Is that Missouri? Springfield, Missouri. Okay, Springfield, Missouri. Tucson, Arizona. Caddy, Texas.
Oh, I got a lot of people in Texas. I know.
Yep. Let's see. Riverside, California. Shelton, Washington. Los Angeles, California. Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, Des Moines, Iowa. That's a rare one. Okay. No Pennsylvania, no Florida. Oh, Canada. Now we only have one listener in Canada. But we had a couple a second ago. Don't know where they went. Yeah, so there you go, Uncle. Your update on the listeners on the stream, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And I'll be back in a couple of minutes to answer phones. Nobody's on there, so I don't have to answer them right now, but I'll be right back, and I will answer them as soon as they call.
Yeah, again, you can call 319-275-016 or Skype Charles Sarachelli.
This could be it. This could be a drive night because of the NFC and NFC games.
Yeah.
People are watching them.
It's not the Super Bowl, but it's the next big thing. So certainly most people are watching.
I was thinking it might be that. So if I don't get it,
we'll see. Yeah, I mean, the games are over now, but again, you can be reeling from just watching it, or if you happen to be drinking during it or something like that, maybe you're a bit tired now. That can happen. It's very easy to do that sort of thing. So either way, we're here on Sundays, as always, on the O'Chelly Radio Network. We're always live on Sunday nights. It's 11 p.m. Eastern. By our clock, it's 8 p.m. Pacific, and we start this show. So we go for an hour, and again, the hour following the Age of Transitions podcast, which is previous on the O'Chelly Radio Network. So there we go. Happy to be here on the network, doing live radio, as always, Uncle. Yeah. Live radio. That's what we're doing. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But now we were both in Landers this weekend. I don't know if we want to talk about that again, but you were quite proud of the fact that we
finally got the
posts in.
Yeah, we were there in Landers this weekend fixing the poles. Well, we finally got the poles all up. Mm-hmm. The next step is that
finish off the fence.
Because
they're fence posts is what they are. So we put previously quite a bit of a privacy fence up already.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side of the house. Now we're putting another section of fence up. And so it's going pretty good. We got our system down now, Uncle, and so we can put those posts in the ground faster.
We got the equipment. We got the equipment. I know how we can handle it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
The only thing I didn't do for you all was a video. I wanted to get one, but
we did.
I didn't get it out.
We've made a couple of DIY videos at the house, and they've been popular on Instagram and on YouTube too. So, but we just didn't really get the opportunity to make one this week. Maybe next week we'll make one, a continuation on our fence build DIY
on the fence
video.
build. I know.
So look for those on the Instagram and also on the YouTube. It's at Uncle Podcast on Instagram. If you're not following that, you better be doing that. It's important. You watch these videos. You want to learn how to build a fence the Uncle way. It's you're gonna want to follow on the social media channels. But yeah, I would love to spend more time making videos, Uncle. I really would. So
making videos.
Yeah, I'd like to make fun videos, or maybe travel videos where we go to Giant Rock and you're the travel guide. I mean, it'd be fun to do that kind of thing. It's just lately we haven't been able to do it, but maybe sometime in the future be able to. So we'll just see. I mean, the Landers house seems to be shaping up, and we're happy about that.
It's moving. I'd say moving along.
It's
moving along fairly good.
Looking good. We're putting a lot of hard work in.
The other night, I didn't get any sleep.
You weren't able to sleep.
I couldn't sleep.
What was going on? Why? What was the reason? Do you know? Or
your daughter was snoring. Was one of them.
Okay, yeah, she was in there.
And I was thinking, I was finding. I don't know where I put something. I kept getting up and down, up and down, up and down. But then realized what it was.
You were looking for something? So you were like...
My earplugs.
You needed earplugs?
No. where did I lay them off at? I had my mind.
You couldn't stop thinking of that.
Yeah.
And so that was keeping you awake.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
That's how what it was.
Yeah, sometimes that sort of thing happens, and that's too bad. I slept pretty well. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
And that's why I was napping. That's why I was napping a few balls before the game was over. I had a nap a little bit before.
You did? Oh yeah, you took a nap in the day today because of your lack of sleep last night. Yes,
right.
Okay.
That's the reason I did.
That's right.
Because your wife asked, "Where are you sleeping now?"
Now, Uncle, what do you think about the green hills on our desert drive? No less. The hills are quite dry.
The green hill is excellent.
It's crazy.
You believe there's a lot of rain there. Matter of fact, before we left, it was still cool, but we had, it might have been a little bit of snow. Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a news story that California had the atmospheric river, and we've just been inundated with rain this winter. And it's true, we've had like a ton of rain, and to the extent where large portions of the desert landscape, hills, which even in the wet seasons typically remain brown, some shade of brown or tan, are now green with grass growing on them. You drive through the Cabazon area, Morongo Casino, getting toward Palm Springs, hills are green. You go up and you turn on Route 62 toward Yucca Valley and Joshua Tree. It's incredibly green in areas on that highway where usually, it's it is desert. It's a desert area out there, and the hills are just and the ground is just loaded with this grass from all of this rain we've had. So it's and Riverside, man, it's
Riverside got the same amount.
Even more here. Even more than there, I believe. Yeah, it's just it's crazy. So we've been getting tons of rain this winter. I don't know if it's going to do enough to fill the water reservoirs and help with the extreme drought. And
I'm sure it's working on it.
One would think
it's got to be working on it now.
Yeah, because a lot of the water supply comes from up north. I'm sure that they've gotten rain up north though, but I don't know if in the mountain areas where the snowpack comes. I haven't looked completely into it. I know that they're having trouble out, like with Lake Mead out in Nevada, is incredibly low. That's been draining dangerously low for a while now, and I think that's still incredibly low over there. But hopefully we're doing better here. I'm not entirely sure, but you would think.
I think we'd be getting more than we expected for what you're trying to say.
It has been wet. It's crazy.
Matter of fact, I think it was raining just a little bit while ago.
Just earlier today. It rained lightly, but it was raining yet again, as it has been so often. So, yeah, our rainy season is the winter, but this is more than usual, to be sure. So we're getting a lot of rain. It's exciting. I like the rain, but of course, it's caused a lot of devastation as well. So nobody likes that. No. And I know that up north they've had a lot of. I remember Santa Cruz was having a lot of problems with the flooding and all that. So I don't know. It's different things across the state, but it has been wet. It's been green. So something different here for us.
I do like the green though.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a different look.
And pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been nice and cold.
Going outside and everything, a little cool. We'll get a coat on.
I like that too. Yeah, that's nice. Because it won't be come summertime.
Two things I just thought of. One, first of all, I'm back. I took a break there for a second, but I'm back, and nobody's called in yet. But I did miss Australia on my list of foreign countries, and. The other thing, I remembered that last Super Bowl, right? Didn't I have a bet with Uncle last Super Bowl? I still haven't gotten my beat-up dollar.
Oh yes.
Oh, you're right. You got a point.
Now,
You got a point. I do got to owe you that.
Sure. I still have it set aside, actually.
You do have it.
I do have it.
Oh, she has it. He has it. What you have to do is send it to you.
That shows how bad I've been. Yeah,
well, wait a minute. Maybe he doesn't. I have an idea. How about we go double or nothing?
Oh, God.
On this one?
This Super Bowl, I'll make a $1 bet with you, Uncle, once again. This way, you owe me $2. Or nothing. Nobody owes anybody anything. You go to even. You want to do that? Uncle?
You say, Uncle, double or nothing. The stakes are high. This is going to be $2 whole.
$2 now.
Are they going to be old again, though?
I'll tell you what. I'll take any dollar. I'll take any dollar. If I get the $2, I'll take any one. How's that?
Okay, yeah. I go 2.
All right. Okay, so we're going to double or nothing, and I'm going to let you pick your team first. Which team you picking?
You've heard it on the podcast. You heard what I said.
Well, yeah, but this is betting. You might want to bet different for what you're rooting for. So I don't know.
No, I'm taking my Eagles.
Okay, so it's the Eagles. Eagles and the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, you got the Chiefs.
All right. You got it. We're going even, right? It's just who wins.
Yeah, let's go even. Let's even it out that way. Yeah. I forgot about
$2 or nothing.
Well, no, double or nothing. Yeah, but what I'm saying is no point spread, nothing. Just win lose. That's it.
Point spread. Oh yeah, point spread. 7-0. Yeah. Because isn't it right that it would be in the National Division Park?
You know, Creative Accident said that I should ask for a $2 bill.
In fact, wait a minute. I might have that.
Do you have a $2 bill?
I might have it somewhere.
You have one of those things?
I think I have.
You can always get one from the bank.
I can get one from the bank, though.
I remember I jokingly cashed.
I have one.
I was cashing a check or something, and I was getting a fair amount of money back, like $80 at least. And they said, "How do you want it back?" I jokingly said, "All $2 bills." I said, and they were about to do it. I'm like, "No, don't give me all $2 bills. Maybe give me a couple. You don't have to give me all $2 bills." I was goofing around, they clearly had a bunch of $2 bills on hand.
They can. That reminds me of that King of the Hill episode. I want 100 Sacagawea dollars and 42 Susan B. Anthony's. And the lady got it. Dale on King of the Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like something Dale would say. Yeah. That's good.
So I'll take the $2 bill versus I get nothing. Nobody gets nothing if you win. If the Eagles win.
Okay.
If the Eagles win.
You up for that, Uncle?
You got $2.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
And you got to send me the $2 bill this time, because next.
I have it. I know I have one. Okay. I have to look for it though.
Okay.
It's in. I do remember.
And I do have that $1 bill. I swear. I was gonna put it in the package of. I have a ton of things to send you,
Hey, I'm
not done it
at all times.
Yeah, I'll know the cards. Well, one
still waiting for my cards.
Yeah. Well, that will go in there too. I have a massive mail thing to send to you. Yeah.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been trying to tell him to get these cards out.
I know. I know it.
I feel sorry for Mr.
Mr. Flash.
Mr. Flash, because he's still asking for that shoe.
I know. I'm gonna get that. Yeah. I'm bad.
I know.
I'm bad.
For a little guy that wanted to shoot, I feel sorry for because there's my people that
I know.
Have.
I know. I could throw out a million excuses. I won't. But yeah, I mean, long story short, I haven't done it yet, but I will. And yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. If you want me to feel bad about, if you want to, I don't know. I'm a bad person. That's.
The other thing, real quick, is if I go to Dallas this year, which I'm trying to organize a group trip for a lot of people to go to Dallas with me for the 60th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination. If we all go down together, I wouldn't mind figuring out a way I could take some of the shirts with me, and we could, I could offer them for sale there at the conference, right? Some Ocelli shirts, some Uncle shirts, Age of Transitions, bring it all. if I can. I mean, maybe I'll figure out a way to buy some ahead of time from you or something, so I can bring them with me.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, that's another thing I want to throw in the package. I just want to throw all that stuff in there.
Well, look, and if I got Uncle cards, they'll go to Dallas with me. They go everywhere I go. So I mean, I'll hand out Uncle cards all the way from Georgia to Dallas as I take the road trip. I'll put them in different places because I'm sure we'll stop in like Louisiana or somewhere on the way. Maybe Alabama.
Yeah.
Get some. Yeah, I'd like to get some from Alabama. That's the state I'd like to get.
That'd be good.
That would be interesting. What they would be thinking about in their college teams.
They would think about something, yes.
Yeah, they'll be definitely thinking of something.
There'd be some thoughts in their head, I'm sure. It'd be good. So yeah, that's
this is a surprise.
Since we brought up Texas, Uncle, did you see the news story? The Georgia Bulldogs quarterback got in trouble yesterday. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
That's Stetson, guys.
That's Stetson number 13.
Yeah. The quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs got arrested in Dallas.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, because he was apparently for public intoxication. He was banging on people's doors or whatever, like at 2:00 in the morning or something. I didn't get all the details, but I saw a quick news flash here in Georgia. Our star quarterback was busted in Texas. Yeah,
that's after the season, though.
He's just enjoying himself so much after the win.
After the win, that can happen, though.
Oh yeah,
that only can happen to a player.
Yeah.
Get so wound up on it, and then boom, these things happen.
I don't see how it doesn't happen more often, to be honest. I don't know how these guys keep themselves in line more than they do. You know what I mean?
There was a guy in a 49er game, in this 49er game, that got arrested, but I don't know if he got to play.
Are you talking about the guy who got ejected from the game?
Yeah.
There's fighting and stuff, and some guys got ejected. That's different, though. We're talking about, like, off-the-field stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and certainly there's been plenty of things that have happened over the years. But, of course, I mean, there's so many different players, and there's something that's going to happen, and things do. But, again, and the allegations of, like, sexual misconduct are always disturbing. But I'm surprised that some of the lesser crimes and whatnot don't happen more often than they do. And maybe they do, and they just sweep it under the rug or something more often than not.
A lot of times, yeah, I think so.
That's probably what's going on, because I can't imagine more of this not happening. Every now and then, you get something like this pop up, and yeah, of course it happens.
Wow.
Uncle John.
This is sort of slow tonight.
It's tough doing 2 hours, isn't it, Uncle?
Yeah.
Not easy.
Yeah, it is. It is tough.
It's a long night.
Long night. Very strange, though. I haven't had a cola.
Yeah. It's a slow night for whatever reason. But
I don't know.
Call in if you want. 319-527-5016. Skype Charles Arnocelli. Send a message. We want to talk to you. Yeah. And everybody's had a long week, Uncle. Everybody's tired. Everybody lost sleep last night too, and now they're making up for it right now.
There it is. We have some unidentified listeners that just say United States as well. Taunton, Massachusetts, just so you know. Let's see, where else do we have? That's Rhode Island. Okay, so Rhode Island, but it doesn't tell me a city.
That's New York.
Yeah, okay, what else we got? No, not Long Island, Rhode Island, right? Yeah, Rhode Island. Okay, so Rhode Island doesn't tell me the city, though. And this is MI is Michigan. Okay, so we also have...
that's Jimmy's town.
Yep, so we got Michigan, but it's not Jimmy's. I know Jimmy's... I usually know when Jimmy's listening. I don't think Jimmy's listening. But somebody else in Michigan is. They're in Flint. That's what it is, Flint.
Oh, Flint. Okay. Interesting. The infamous Flint, Uncle.
There you have it.
Yeah. Once a prosperous town due to the motor industry, famously in decline over the decades as the manufacturing process has changed, and also
the chat chat room's asking where Cooley is, and I don't see Ohio on the stream tonight. So just.
Well, he's not on there then. Yeah, he's in Ohio.
Cooley. I'm surprised that Cooley's not being on. Because he is. He's a Kansas City fan.
Yeah, surely he watched that. So,
I'm sure he did.
He saw the game. So we'll see. They'll be back. Right. We'll have calls again. Don't worry about that. We'll take calls on the Uncle Show soon enough.
And they're usually maybe slower. I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
People.
Yeah, I was surprised how many people we got last week because we had been away from the show for nearly a month. We hadn't done a show since New Year's Eve, and then last week was the first one we did since then. I mean, it's a few weeks. And then we had tons of callers. It's like, so...
I think it goes by, like you say, Chuck. It flows a week, or the week we do it, and then the next week it don't go.
Maybe. Yeah,
that might be how it works.
Could be.
How it goes by.
We're just trying to figure it out, and we're having trouble. It's again, but the second you try to figure it out, you realize that you're not going to. This online stuff and who's listening and how many people listen and where you at, and you don't even know all the websites that are and the podcast apps especially. You don't know all of them. You can't keep up with all of them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that can be a good thing because then you end up getting listeners in places you didn't even know existed. So it can be good, but it's if you're trying to keep track of it all, forget it.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Don't even start. Is more I'm going to say.
The best thing you have is like derivative things of, well, how many people are emailing you, how many people are like, engaging with your content directly, or buying your merchandise or things like that, or those are the sorts of things that you can kind of start measuring interest in the show. If you're getting a bit of reactions that way, it's like, oh, okay, people are listening, interesting, okay, this is good. So
the tennis is blowing.
Yeah. People are.
How many's in the crack room?
People over at Ocelli.com. We've got the Ford Freak is there. We've got Creative Accents. Well, Phase Shifter is there. So those three are what I see right now. So I guess it's not a ton of people in the crack room. Nobody's really over in Twitch. The only ones on the live stream videos are Creative Accents at Twitch. We're not getting anybody on YouTube, which we sometimes get. I fixed Trovo because that hadn't been working, but I logged back into that, and now we're back on that again. But we haven't seen much action there. However, I will say, Uncle, that for whatever reason, the Twitch stream has been getting a lot of views. Like, I don't know if they're all live. But like we've been getting like nearly 100 views
on Twitch.
On Twitch, which is a lot. Yeah, we ever since the revolution, we've been getting a lot of. It's only been a couple shows, but I've been surprised at how many views we got on there. I'm not sure how that's working, but
it seems to be working some way.
Yeah, again, like who knows how it even works? Like you couldn't. These are the things you can't even plan or predict. They just happen.
Shout out to an awesome name in the chat room. I drink your ketchup.
Ooh.
I don't know who that works.
He just went off.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I see drink your ketchup. He says, Uncle is my hero. Oh, wow. But a ketchup drinker. Now, that sounds, if I were to take a guess, I would assume that's somebody in Ohio because I know ketchup and ranch dressing and Velveeta cheese are very popular in Ohio. So I would tend to believe that's somebody in Ohio, although I might be wrong about that.
You've been there,
I know all about Ohio culinary arts, and they involve ranch dressing, to be sure. And ketchup is a close second, no doubt about it, in the high art of Ohio cookery.
Call. We'll find out who it is, maybe. I don't know.
I'd like to get Joe Burrow on and ask him questions about Ohio food.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind to get him one.
He'd be a good guest, Uncle.
Oh, yeah, he's a smart kid.
He's a smart guy, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
he knows he's been there and done that, but he didn't win it. But of course,
yeah, he can't feel bad about it. He's doing
can't feel that bad. But it's being like that. even though I wanted to see another. I did have a caller that was a Cincinnati fan. It was a lady.
Oh yeah, that's right. Caddy in Texas.
Kelly in Texas. It was.
She was rooting for Cincinnati.
She was rooting
to
for
go
Cincinnati.
all the way. We know that.
Yeah.
Remember that? She was a first-time caller.
We had a stoppage.
There was a
to go all the way.
There was a serious stoppage.
Yeah, serious stoppage.
Yeah, Twitch. People get kicked out of Twitch. Oh, Count Pupper is in the crack room at O'Shelley.com.
Oh yeah,
saying "Go Birds," of course.
Of course, he's a bird man.
Mm-hmm. The bird man is there. Yeah. We think they're going all the way.
I feel they are. I feel they are.
It seems like they will.
Yeah.
I think they will.
I think they will. They're here in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Line and scrimmage. They'll beat the line. The only thing to worry about is that homie. How he operates.
He was a little hurt tonight.
But he isn't. To me, he wasn't 100%.
He was not.
Even though they won.
No way.
Even though they won close, but I still think it could have went the other way. But he was still not 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So he got 2 weeks to be figuring out if really can work or whatever.
Yep. I'm just typing into the crack room myself names of quarterbacks that played today. I don't know quite what to write for San Francisco because
there isn't.
Purdy
was the first man in.
He was, but then he got hurt immediately, and then the backup guy got hurt.
Got injury.
Oh,
got injury.
Yeah, he hit his head pretty bad.
That went down.
Yeah,
boom.
That was not good. So we'll just leave that one blank. We'll leave that here. Maybe let's just write the name of the team. I'm having fun with our crack room is what I'm doing. I'm typing into the chat. We'll just write Niners. That sounds like, I'm on the radio. It's like, we got an Alpha 1 Niner here. You say Niner when you're on the radio like that.
Oh.
It's fun. Foxtrot, Alpha Foxtrot Niner.
Foxtrot.
That could be me. That's my initials, Alpha Foxtrot.
Oh.
You like that? So anyway.
They call me the Flying Eagle.
They call you that.
Eagle Man.
Uncle has become the Flying Eagle Man, and he's ready for Super Bowl 57.
57.
He's going to fly his way there to watch it. Are you as excited as he is for this one?
We still don't have snacks of what we're going to have, but that's under your wife's position.
We got plenty of time to think about that, Uncle. All the snacks that we want. The football-shaped tortilla chips.
You know it's going to be all in the grocery store.
I hope so.
Right? Yeah, they're all in the grocery store. All you have to do is go grocery store, pick them up, and maybe you want to get some wings.
I hope that we have smelt-flavored chip dip.
I think that's going to be a snack dinner.
The dip?
The snack
Oh,
dinner.
we have a dinner just made out of snacks.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
For that weekend.
Maybe we could make the ever-popular graham cracker crumble cake.
Well, whatever they want to make.
That's standard issue at all Super Bowl parties.
It is?
Everyone that I've ever been to.
Oh,
you always end up seeing that. The Jell-O with hot dogs, little cocktail weenies.
Oh, those
inside
inside
the Jell-O
in those little bread containers.
Mm-hmm, yes,
I think that look funny.
Yes,
and pump those suckers in, and then they put around them like a hot dog.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, I'm excited. Peanut butter flavored hot wings, all the good stuff.
Well,
it's gonna be delicious, Uncle. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be good food.
I think they do. You know what I think? What happens too? Some of these people, rules are saying it should be a holiday after the football Super Bowl, but I think a lot of them drink too.
You're talking about they drink while they watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
I've heard of that, too. That's something I've heard of happening from time to time.
They have to. I'm sure they'd had, because
it's happened.
The next day, like I went to work that time, I seen anybody show up.
Another activity to do while watching the Super Bowl is have alcohol, drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Goes good with that Jell-O.
Yeah.
Gotta have something to wash it down with. You gotta have something.
Yeah.
You can't eat that by itself. You get yourself in big trouble. But yeah, the Super Bowl's coming up in 2 weeks. I hope you're all ready for it. This is the Uncle pre-Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
Where you get all the important analysis you need to know about that you're not going to hear elsewhere, I got to say. You're not going to get this kind of information from other media outlets.
You know the last time the Philadelphia won the Super Bowl?
It was like 5 years ago, I think.
5 years ago, with that good quarterback.
They had Foles in.
Did Foles, and he was a good quarterback, and they did a trick play against the New England Patriots.
I forgot about the trick play.
No, yes. That's the last time they win.
They beat Brady and the Patriots,
And the Patriots. And going for the record to be the next street for the Dolphins was what they had. They were getting that, because if they would have won that, they would have been on the same street.
You're talking about the Patriots?
Yeah, at that time. Because they were 14 and...
You're talking about the season where, the perfect season where they didn't lose a game? Is that what you're talking about?
Right. That's when they lost.
I thought that did... I didn't...
And then Phillies took it, and then they beat them. And they did a favor for us. Paid the favor for them, I should say.
I always get confused with that Dolphins record, because I thought it had to do with just like the regular season games.
17-0. A 17-0 record.
Because did the Dolphins win the Super Bowl that year? They did?
That year.
They did?
They did when they won the 17-0.
They did win the Super Bowl.
With Chula.
Okay. Yeah, I can never remember that. For some reason, I always think that they won every game except for the Super Bowl. That's what I always think. But
then in the past, they played the 49ers and lost.
Okay.
So they have been in a few.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Interesting.
Nobody calling. No one. So I don't.
Call.
I'm talking
I'm going
this.
to type in the crack room again. I'm going to type another football thing into the crack room. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be popular. I'm going to type Miami Dolphins. Perfect season. Miami Dolphins. Perfect season. There we go. Now it's been memorialized again, not just in football history, but in crack room history. For everybody to see. Everybody can see that forever now. In perpetuity.
And it was against Washington Redskins.
Against the Washington Redskins.
That they won it on. That team.
Okay.
That's who they beat.
All right, they beat Washington that year. Okay. Yeah, I remember Washington being good there a few years back, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
It's been a while since that. They've had quite a few trials and tribulations as of late, so
yeah,
we'll see if they get better again. 2 listeners in Australia now, so we got 2 people down there now. Okay, cool.
Australia.
Hello, friends in Australia. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show is winding down. We only have a few more minutes left, Uncle.
Yeah, I guess they're napping out.
Yeah, they are napping out. They're napping it out. I mean, I'd be napping it out too if I was that tired. You napped it out earlier.
Yeah, I did do. Hold it.
We're getting a call right now?
A phone call.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see who this is. Who you calling from and who's on the line? Hello?
Hey, it's the Count. I figured someone's got to call in. Say go Birds.
All right.
There he is.
There he is.
I had a feeling his guy would show.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, because we had something on the talk. We had to talk a little bit their show.
We're rooting for him.
Yeah,
Pumper.
I was saying.
Pumper, we're rooting for him.
Good. We all got to root for him. I was saying in the chat room that I watched the Philly and party in the streets when they won.
Oh, you did?
I don't think I'm going to do that this time. It's a lot.
Get a little crazy down there, or what?
Right, going nuts.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s now, you know. I know I'm younger than all of you, but, like, I feel older than my 20s.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
But, I mean,
to be doing that.
Was the fans all jumping up like they used to do in Philly?
Oh, yeah, climbing poles, all of it.
The climbing poles.
Yeah.
They said it was a sleek. It was slick.
We had heard today that they put grease
on
the street poles today.
People were going to climb
They
the
do.
poles.
Did they do that? That's
They
true.
do.
They did. Oh,
Yeah, it's
just
true.
one.
Got to take all the precautions out there.
The
in Philadelphia.
cautions. Wait a minute. You caution. The caution.
You know, it's one of the few cities that trashes their place when they win.
Yes. That what I told you. That's how the fans are in Philly.
Yeah.
I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
You know, it's a serious fan base when they do that. Yeah. The other one that I can think of is Ohio State. They've gotten crazy when the Ohio State. Yes, they have. They've caused some destruction when Ohio State have won the big championship games. But yeah, Philadelphia, absolutely. So yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I know that they were. They do bring it up typically on one of those broadcasts when there's a big championship game. They're like, oh, well, this opposing team has got to deal with the Philadelphia fans now. So they do bring it up.
And I believe they follow the fans will follow to
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah,
they're all gonna go flying there.
There'll be some there. Yeah,
They're gonna be probably. I'd say more than Kansas City.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to
They
say.
might be close.
I don't know. It's gonna be crazy though. But Count. Do you have any shout outs you want to give out here before the show ends?
Yeah.
Just to you guys and to Chuck. Just keep listening, tuning in every week. That's about all I have this week for shout out.
Thanks for calling, man.
Okay, thanks for calling.
We'll talk to you.
Yeah, you guys have a good week.
Expect that expect that trophy next 2 weeks. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, Uncle, do you want to do any shout outs before we end here?
Shout out to all the players that were in this and the two that are remaining. Go Eagles. That's my shout.
Yeah, sure. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. I think he probably will win that Best Player of the Year award. That they're saying. So.
And they was also saying, could he be the one? Could he be the one? I think they just found the one.
I think they'll probably give it to him.
They think they just found the one.
He deserves it. But anyway, yeah, this is Uncle the Podcast. The website's UncleThePodcast.com. We're also at Uncle Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You're going to want to follow those. Thank you for listening live on Sunday nights at Ocelli.com, the Ocelli Radio Network. We'll be back next week. We'll see you there. Call in as always. But Uncle, why don't you bring us home for the week here?
That's our show. 246 is in. Bye-bye.